Every afternoon at 2 o'clock, WKBN 27 airs the state coronavirus briefing from Columbus. Dr. Amy Acton often talks about her ties to the Mahoning Valley. This afternoon, First News anchor Stan Boney FaceTimed with Dr. Acton to talk about that connection. He's live in the newsroom with what she had to say.
Well, Dr. Amy Acton told me that Youngstown is really a big part of who she is, a big part of her story. She was born at St. Elizabeth Hospital, and until she moved to Liberty in the 7th grade, she lived what she called a nomadic life. Now, I talked with Dr. Acton this afternoon, shortly after her daily news conference. She says her earliest memories of Youngstown were as a student at Harding Elementary on the north side. She later graduated from Liberty High School, and that's where these pictures are from. But she also went to the Boardman schools for a while, around 3rd grade, and Austintown Middle School for a short time as well. She lived with her mother, and she and her brother once counted 18 different places that they lived in by the age of 12.
I remember being a kid, and there were people who really went out of their way to do things to help. I remember walking on the north side and people seeing us walk by, because everyone walked then, and giving us like breakfast, my brother and I, because they knew we were hungry, just random neighbors. But I also remember people looking the other way, not wanting their kids to play with me because we were dirty and smelly, and I remember waiting in long lines, for assistance or food. So all those things are, a part of me, I guess.
In the 7th grade, now living with her father, she enrolled in the Liberty schools and graduated from Liberty High School in 1984. She also went on to Youngstown State, and during that time, Dr. Acton said she worked several different jobs, paid her own way through college, and lived with different families. She specifically mentioned both the Lewis and the Berman families. Of all the places she worked, she mentioned the old Western Sizzlin' Steakhouse on Belmont Avenue. It's no longer there. I asked her about her favorite Youngstown pizza. She said it was Golden Dawn's Pizza, along with the Schooner of Genesee. She also said she was a fan of the Spinning Bowl Salad at what used to be the 20th Century Restaurant on Belmont Avenue. She is a true Northsider. Coming up tonight on First News at 10 and 11, Dr. Acton talks about why Mahoning County's death rate is so much higher than everyone else's. For now, live in the newsroom, Stan Boney, WKBN 27 First News.